So Liam and I have been working on this Fairway Finder, which is a grip down, lean in, keep the arms up golf swing that's still in the mid 120s. But look at the dispersion, the green dots I'm clicking on here compared to my full drivers, which is the blue ring. So I'm still swinging this mid 120s, it's carrying about 290 with 2.5 spin. That's the perfect number. So we're taking it to the golf course today for 9 holes. The first 3 holes are voiced over, and then we get into me just talking through exactly what I'm doing. So hopefully there's something you can pick up from this, and let me know if you're enjoying this on-course content. Still got the DJI for the time being, but my camera is being repaired, so it'll be back with really, really good quality soon. It's not too bad, this thing, anyway. First hole, 4-iron down the middle, sand wedge, just got a bit fooled by the wind, and not the best chip. I was just expecting it to just shoot on a bit further, but we've had a lot of rain recently. Ended up having to make a 5-footer up the hill for par. Move on to hole 2. So here is the Fairway Finder in action. Just a little bit off balance because I'm leaning in so much. And that was a bit of a spinny, cutty one, but it's still out there at over 300 yards. 115 was the number here. Played this 110 with a 56 degree. And this is a really nice shot. I've been spending so much time with wedges. So not just going through the wedge drills, but going on the TrackMan performance tests. And I'm trying to get as close to not losing any strokes to PGA Tour average. Right, so I started off losing about 5 strokes over 18 shots, getting it down to around 4 now. If we can get it to 2, then I'll be pretty dangerous. And that is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to find a drive that keeps it in play, and then we're trying to really nail the
hammering off the left.
Yeah, it's got a bit fooled here by the wind. Just didn't really touch it. Yeah, we're trying to get a drive in play and then just get wedges dialed. And if we can do that and hold some putts, that should be scoring taken care of. Obviously there's still chipping, which we've got to improve, but it's definitely moving in the right direction. And yeah, I'm just going to leave you here. Voiceover starts as soon as this hole is over. So on the 4th tee, voiceover. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100k this year. Really appreciate everyone's support, and yeah, we'll be going to South Africa within the next month, boys. So exciting times ahead for the channel.
Got the mic on now. I don't know why I started without it. I sort of had in my mind that I was going to do a 9-hole video with just golf, I think that might be a bit boring. It sort of makes sense to sort of tell you what I'm doing. I was started with, this is going to be 9 holes just golf, and then I was like, I could do a voiceover, and I was like, why am I doing a voiceover? I could just speak my truth, whilst playing golf. 1, 2, 9. Plays about 7 up. 1, 3, 6. The wind it's gusting about, but should be playing about 140. Now 140 at the moment, as that is a middle pin, and yeah, coming up slightly short is not great because it probably ripped back down. I like the 140 shot with the wedge, just a little one. It's what we're sort of like the direction we're trying to take it anyway. Just smoothing things out a bit. Go on, hit it. That wind's just not touched that at all. It's fine, but could be better. Because I reckon at one point, it's landed here. Just gone 2 steps, ripped off the green. That's why I wanted to miss long rather than short. Okay, ball above. Sat okay. Oh, it's so soft. Again, that's pretty weak. I mean, if you look at like that chip shot and the chip shot that I hit on the first as well, just both a bit weak. Had a lot of rain today, so the greens are very, very soft, but they're also quite quick. But that first bounce is really soft, so just left to centre. It's got so much. Such a bad putt. Ah, that's not good, mate. That's not good round the green there. Okay, we got 406 downhill. Wind's down off the right. So it's quite a nice wind this with this little fairway finder, because if anything it feels like the miss is just going to be a little floaty right one, which will hold against the wind. So just going to aim down the left side of the fairway to allow for the ball to start a bit further right than normal, because I'm leaning. Grip down, lean and hold. God, windy. Left! There you go, the wind is doing something then. Almost got blown over there. Literally almost got blown over. Wow. Okay, we've got 114. It is 105 front. We're literally just going to try and hit it down on that front part of the green. Not even flirting with danger. That is so soft now. Okay, it's a pretty good shot, but it is actually mental how different the golf course is playing right now to literally like 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago, this whole fairway was completely yellow. We've had so much rain over the past 2 weeks that the course is now like soft. It's now verging on, if we get a bit more rain, like the course, we're like a couple days solid rain of the course being closed again. Like, only in England could you have a golf course which is almost unplayable because it's so dry, because we've just had a drought, to 2 weeks later, course maybe shut, mate, wet. What? Mental. So yeah, this has not got far enough down. I am doing preferred lies out here, just because it is sopping. So yeah, this is definitely one of these situations where, again, this is a good test of the short game. So we got a tight lie, it's pretty wet. You know, this is not forgiving stuff here. Gonna hit a 60-degree wedge. Land it a couple paces on. It's probably gonna be coming in quite long. I'm gonna play this one back of the stance. Back of the stance. Let's try and land this. A couple paces on, pretty low. Nice little checker. Pretty good. That's like, yeah, as far as it is short, that's how far I missed my spot. But we'll take that. It's about 6-7 foot. Half. Half is left edge. God, the hole, that goes so hard. Oh, lads, that is not good enough, I'm afraid. Short game wise. Sake, man. Okay, straight up the L2, 393, but this plays a fair bit longer. Yeah, just another fairway finder. The good thing is, I don't want to jinx myself here, but this fairway finder, I've not seen any of that like quick lefts. I appreciate the last did miss left, but it is like a 40 mile an hour gust off the right that hits it pretty hard. but I've not seen like those sharp snappers, which is good. That's what we're trying to get out of the game. We're just basically trying to find a shot that I can rely on to keep it in play. Right, hard off the left now. Yeah, it's good. It's not really spinning enough. The only thing is, I have literally just added a bit of loft to this driver as well. Like, it was playing 9 degrees at the start of the day. I've moved it up to 10, which is A7 on the Cobra DS Adapt, which makes it also sit slightly flat, so basically open. So yeah, it's 10 degrees, but with the way that Liam's get me moving, because it's very much on top of it and, you know, compressing it as such, I feel like I just need a driver that probably has 10 degrees. I know Liam's driver is literally 10.75 degrees, which is madness at 125 mile an hour. Okay, so that is, I mean, yeah, that one's only gone 270. Yeah, it is uphill and it's really wet, but I am still swinging that like 125 miles an hour. And because it's launching probably at like 8 degrees, maybe even lower, with like that looked like it had like 1600 spin. It's just carrying like 250. The one we need is launching a tiny bit higher, just a bit, with about 2.5 spin, which should see it carrying out there about 290, and then it does what it does after that, you know. Just losing a bit too much, so we're gonna have to play around with that, I think. Right, 107, got a front flag. Wind is in off the left, uphill. It's like almost like a 120 shot, to be honest. I'm gonna play 120 with a 52 degree, which is taking a bit off of it, and there should be a good number. We're gonna aim. That bunker's not really a problem unless I hit it heavy, so let's get aim like 3 left of it and allow the wind to move it back. Looks good. Go on. You are. Wow. That's pitched about 100. It's weird because, I mean, the forecast today's 40 mile an hour gusts, which it obviously is gusting at. But then when you're down amongst the trees, it really doesn't feel like there's much. And it gets up in the air, it absolutely hammers it. So we got another chip from probably not the best position, just over the edge of the bunker. Tell you what, it's a humbling game because I was on the range just doing my work. So I got here this morning, did my wedge drills, then did my wedge testing. That's moving in the right direction because I've got a score which I'm keeping track of to strokes gained. So that's moving in the right direction. Still not where we want to be, but it's getting there. And did some driver testing, and that is definitely moving along nicely as well. Here we are. To be fair, the thing I haven't practiced today yet, which we're gonna go in and grind on, is just chipping. So there's the same old shit, mate. Just gonna play this like middle stance, just as stock as possible, knowing it's not gonna really release. Just allow for one skip. So just short of it. Move in, move up. Oh, wow. Oh, he's only gone on so far, John. 327 front of the green. It's about 50 yards wide, which is, you know, and it is dead both sides. So this is probably one of the ones where, if you go by Scott Fawcett's rules, he's saying that, you know, you need 65 yards between hazards both sides. This is not that, but it's downwind, and I've got this controlled little, we're going to call it the nobber, because that's what it is. I'm just knobbing it around. So it's the nobber driver. And yeah, what else am I going to do? Literally hit like a 7-iron and then have a full wedge to a back pin. I think in this situation, you get any tour player in, like on this tee box right now downwind, they're hitting driver. Like, there's no doubt about it. So it's the play. Right, so this is what we're doing. Teeing it down a tad, and then we're just leaning and holding the arms. And it's just a bit smoother as well. Okay, that is just okay. Flipping heck, the wind's strong. Ah, shit. I think the wind's knocked this off the tripod, but it's okay, just be left of the green. Okay, lie's pretty decent, playing to an upslope. I'm gonna play this middle stance. It's probably gonna come out fairly low and spinny, so this will land about a couple paces on. Unless you strike it really badly, in which case it will land just short, bounce on, and you got a tap in. That is literally a tap in as well, so we'll take that. But as you can see, that's about 2 foot. That's a gim. Right, 1 hole left. We're just gonna get in, I think. Okay, we've got 1 hole left. I reckon we got about 5 minutes before that is in. It's coming straight over our heads. That's going to be biblical in a minute. I've just skipped on a hole because the lads were going to let me through. But I just said I'd skip on to the next hole and play this because it's quite a decent hole. I think that could be it, boys. There's literally a group waiting for the green or something. I don't know what they're doing because the green's free, but they're just like chilling in the middle of the fairway. Yeah, at least we've got 8 holes in. They're literally just standing in the middle of the fairway, and there's a 4-ball in front of them. But I was only going to try and play 9 anyway, so it's not the end of the world. And we might just be able to get in before it absolutely starts hammering it down. So yeah, I'm going to head back in, wait for this thing up here to pass over, because that's just probably going to be like a 10-minute absolute downpour. And as soon as it's over, I'm just going to do some chipping to end the day. Because tomorrow I've got a tournament. So I've got Bude Pro-Am, which I'll be taking you along for, as we do in these tournament vlogs, just filming like a couple shots and taking you through the day. And then next week I've got a West Region tournament, something like the West Region Championships or something at Bowood on Monday. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we got the 4-ball better ball at Bovey Castle on Thursday. So in the next week, 3 tournaments, there'll be 3 tournament vlogs, and let me know if you've enjoyed just me getting out and playing golf. It's something I want to do a lot more. If I want to get my new camera, it's going to be better, obviously, and then we're going to Joburg soon, and then we'll be able to just play loads of golf. And it's good for my golf as well to come out and just talk through what I'm doing. So yeah, if you're enjoying this, please let me know. Leave a comment, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Alright, so tomorrow's video, or the next day, whenever it'll be up, Bude Pro-Am. Let's see what we can do. This is why I come in.